All right, welcome to another Relic Unveiling or Reveal. All right, we'll do this in fast motion. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is a third class relic of St. Clair, and it looks like some kind of nun thing, something that a nun knitted, or, I'm not sure, but I think it's something that was done in a convent. Really quite beautiful. This is so pretty. I mean, it really holds not a lot of how could I put it? Like, it's not like, oh my God, I'm going to do the happy dance type of relic, but it's nice. It's a really nice devotional. Has a little piece of cloth that was probably touched to the first class relic of St. Clair. Next, okay, so the seller, basically what I notice is a lot of sellers who get costume jewelry from thrift stores, they'll buy like a lot of costume jewelry, like in a big glass or jar, and they'll be like $10, all this costume jewelry. And I'm noticing that a lot of these pieces end up in costume jewelry lots. Now the seller is selling a lot of costume jewelry, and this so happened to be something they were selling, and I got it for a really great price, but it does not come with the certificate of authenticity from the particular cause or postular general. And so we don't know if it even has the wax seal. If it has a broken wax seal, then this is worthless. Okay, so who do we have? Beatified or blessed, John Neumann. And this is before he became a saint. He's another American saint. I did an American saint video the other day, Relic Reveal, of St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, the first American saint. And I believe this is the first male American saint. All right, it looks like it has an ossibus, which would be a bone relic, ex ossibus in Latin. And I think that's what we have here. But does it have the wax seal on the back? It's dirty, by the way. We're going to clean it. We're going to also place it in a reliquary in this video. But does it have the seal? Now, the seller did not even mention that. Didn't know much about this. Thought this was just a regular pendant. And let's try to get this off if we can without breaking it. Okay, it's starting to budge. It's really hard to get these things off. Sometimes I've seen priests where they've had relics that they glued these on. Oh, okay. Oh, this is good. Okay, the seals are actually not broken. And let's just zoom in. Sometimes you can read what it says. The stamp on the back of these are so tiny that it loses its detail. So the details, are harder to, they're harder to see. How old is this? I don't know. I'm guessing sometime around the time of his beatification to his canonization, so he was beatified in 1963 and canonized in 1977. Now I have multiple relics of St. John Neumann, first class. I particularly like this saint. Now, I'm going to name several first class relics that is easy to find. Easy, very easy to find. So number one is going to be St. Pope Pius X. Extremely easy relic to get. Number two would be St. Elizabeth Ann Seton. Easy relic to get. And when I say easy, I mean also affordable. Number three is beatified, saint, canonized, St. John Neumann. You say tomato, I say tomato. These are the three easiest ones that you come across. So the reason why I have so many doubles in my acquisition or my catalog is because they're so easy to get. So I have a lot of Pope Pius X, a lot of St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, and a lot of St. John Neumann. Now, what I like about him is this saint did some amazing things in his life. We'll go over that. First, we're going to put in the reliquary. I'll tell you about the miracles that there was miracles attributed to this saint in America. Now, I'm very OCD about my holy relics. I don't like when they're dirty. So I'm going to clean this with Simichrome polish, a little lens cleaner on the glass, and let's get rolling, and then we're going to get that reliquary, and we're going to talk about this wonderful, amazing, miracle-producing saint, and American, who was European before he became American. Just not even 1 second. Look how shiny the edges compared to this. It's getting clean. Wow. I didn't even clean the glass yet or buff it. I've anchored somebody, it appears. Look how clean that is. Yeah, a bunch of Jays want to kill me right now. Be angry. Be angry. Go ahead. Tell them how you feel. Tell them how you really feel. Tell me how you really feel. There we go. All right, let's place this in a reliquary. Saint Reveal. All right, so it's in its reliquary. I got the Jay's really angry at me, and there we go. They're done. They're done hollering at me. There we go. So we have it in its beautiful reliquary. Now I'm very OCD when I get a beautiful holy relic. I want to make sure that it's venerated. I clean it. I care for it. I love it. I try to share it with all of you out there. And okay. So let's find out about the miracles and about the life of Saint John Neumann. Oh, what's that? Please describe what we're looking at and where it's located. Is that an actual body? Yeah. He died in 1860 and his body was exhumed over 100 years later in this state. Yeah, heard that they made a silicone face and hands. Didn't know they did that. Now I know. Sometimes repairs are made in wax. So that's St. John Neumann? Neumann? Is it what is left of his body covered in wax, I believe? He is not incorrupt. He is considered incorrupt. A person's body doesn't need to be completely intact to be incorrupt. They only have to be in a more preserved state than would be expected after the 100,000 years, etc., that they have been dead. He is considered incorrupt. Yeah. Eesh. I actually had a photo of him because around the time he was alive, photography was invented. I think it was invented in sometime in the late 1840s, but it was too expensive. But here's an actual photo of him. Oh, and I just got a notification that a reliquary was just delivered to my door. Isn't that a coincidence? I needed an extra one for another saint that's coming. When was he born? 1811, died 1860 at age 48. Poor fellow. Okay, so he was canonized in June 19th of 1977 by Pope Paul VI, beatified October 13, 1963. He was Bohemian, and he was born what we know is like the Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic, and he wanted so badly to come to the United States of America, which he did, and it was not easy for him. And he was in the middle of nowhere, basically, where they sent him. And it turns out that in his journey to America, they really could not believe that, like, for example, an Irish woman said, finally, an Irish American immigrant said, finally, we have an Irish priest. And I do bad impressions. And it turns out he was not Irish. He just was really proficient in learning a lot of languages. And many different people from different immigrant backgrounds came and spoke to him in their language because they couldn't speak English yet. And guess what? Good old St. John actually could speak to them. So he was really quite gifted in being able to speak multiple languages, especially of the immigrants in America. And he was in the Pennsylvania area, or Philadelphia, and he became the fourth bishop of Philadelphia in 1852. He also founded the first Catholic school system in the U.S., canonized in 1977. He is the only U.S. male citizen to be named a saint. And I just realized I was shouting the whole time I was doing this video. It's because I get excited, I get passionate about this stuff. Oh, and there we see. This is him on display. A lot of people that are non-Catholics, if you're non-Catholic, I know it may seem creepy, but I don't know. For every religion, for every chair, there's a butt to sit in it, and you do your thing and we do ours. And apparently, he was the cause for his beatification was formally opened on December 15 of 1896, granting him the title of Servant of God. That becomes before beatification and before canonization of a saint. His feast days his feast day is on January 5th, the date of his death. So where you see his body laid out is at the National Shrine of St. John Neumann, and it was constructed at the parish of St. Peter the Apostle at 5th Street and Girard Avenue in Philadelphia. The remains of John Neumann rest under the altar of the shrine within a glass-walled reliquary and in my kitchen, boys and girls. It's miracle time. In December 1892. In December 1982, 7-year-old Chucky McGivern was admitted to the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia and diagnosed with a rare disease called Ray's syndrome, which attacked his brain, liver, and nervous system. Chucky soon went into a coma, and his family was told that he only had 10% chance of survival. Hoping for a miracle, Chucky's mother pinned a medal to his bed featuring the likeness of St. John Neumann, a noted religious figure who became the Bishop of Philadelphia during the mid-19th century and was eventually canonized by Pope Paul VI. For whatever reason, the presence of this medal seems to pave the way for a series of miraculous events. The medal containing St. John's likeness has been threaded to a safety pin alongside 2 other medals, but on numerous occasions when Chucky's mother returned to the room, she discovered that the medal had been unthreaded and turned face down. Things got even stranger when a picture of St. John was found taped to the wall. No one from Chucky's family or the hospital staff admitted to doing these things. An unidentified boy also kept showing up in the ward, entering Chucky's room and interacting with his family. Whenever security was called, they couldn't find this boy. No one ever saw him entering the hospital either. 4 days after falling into his coma, Chucky suddenly woke up and made a miraculous, unlikely recovery. He described a dream in which he saw this same mysterious boy standing over him. After Chucky was discharged from the hospital, his family made a trip to the shrine of St. John Neumann and saw a painting of St. John when he was 12 years old. He looked exactly like the mysterious boy everyone had seen at the hospital. Interesting. So once again, all of you who complain that my videos are too long, I apologize. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. I had fun making this video, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Whether you're Catholic or not Catholic, it's quite interesting. The relics of the saints. And I like to rescue them, save them, and take good care of them. See you all on the next unboxing.